I'm Katie.
And I'm Gracie. We're both studying a Level 3 Extended Diploma in Animal Management.
I and Gracie both chose Moulton because it was one of the better places to study animal welfare and management.
We also chose it because of the amount of animals they have here. It gives us a good opportunity to get hands-on experience with different species. What we gained from our trip to South Africa was clarity when it came to what we wanted to do in the future. The different opportunities we had there opened up more job roles and stuff we weren't aware of before. What did you gain, Katie?
Well, I had a lot of experience with different cultures while there. Like, we stayed at a school for a couple of days and we were able to have lots of different foods and make friends with lots of different people that we wouldn't be able to be friends with otherwise.
And it was nice to work with the children when we were over there and learn how they work in their school environment compared to what we do here in England.
The most interesting part for me was when we saw the lions. We were just sort of going down this sort of massive hill and they were just in the bush next to us. It was really cool to see because we weren't actually expecting to see them on our trip. And so it was really lovely because it was actually a couple mums and their babies. And so we could see the cubs sort of playing with each other while the mums sort of just chilled out next to them.
One of the things I enjoyed the most there was when we got to go to the whale watching. It was really nice to see the whales. We also saw some other species like the dolphins and a few fish. The whales were quite active with us and they would jump out and, kind of wave as they were jumping, and it was a really good experience to be able to see different species there while we went on the whale watching experience.
In South Africa, we did stay at 3 different camps, and at Nambiti camp, which is the second camp we stayed at, we would typically start the day maybe 7-ish, 7 a.m, 8 a.m. sometimes. And obviously we'd go down to the main tent, have breakfast, we would sit around a massive fire together talking with the camp volunteers, weren't they? Everyone's super friendly. And then after we finished breakfast, we'd get ready, get dressed and get out onto the game drives, and we'd go see lions and the hippos, which basically were just outside the camp on this massive lake. And there was giraffes that would almost come straight up to the camp, which was really cool. Yeah, we'd go out after the game drives, maybe we'd come back and have lunch, but sometimes we'd go out to this waterfall, which is really cool, and we'd climb across the rocks and then have we were having grilled cheese sandwiches. They had a little barbecue set up, which was really cool. We'd go back, have a bit of rest time, and then we'd have dinner normally. There was really, really nice cook, and he made the best food ever.
Oh, that's good food.
It was, and then most evening we'd sit around talking. Some people were reading their books and that. Some people were sleeping in
a few people were knitting as well.
Yeah, not Gracie.
Izzy was knitting.
It was really lovely, and then we'd just go to bed and get back.
We did do a few night drives as well.
Oh yeah, the night drives that you would go out at night, and they would have these huge torches, and you'd see miles and miles. What was it that we saw? We saw this little marsupial thing that was really cool. What was it called? It was
I can't remember.
A wolf something. I'm not sure. But yeah, it was really cool. And then we'd get back. We had these little blankets we were allowed to bring with us into the night drive somewhere freezing.
Yeah, and then we also stayed at Zingela, which was a different camp, and that camp was mainly for reptiles and small mammals that we saw at that camp. So a typical day for that one would be we'd wake up, we'd go out on a walk in the morning, then we'd come back, have breakfast, do some activities such as checking traps to see how many animals have been in that area and try and look at the population of species they had. And then we'd come back, have lunch, maybe do some other activities such as we did a mini SAS in the lake, in the river, see the different, what they called?
It was little microorganisms.
Microorganisms that they had in the river. And then we'd go kayaking and go down to the other camp, and we stayed in tents and we did a camp out, which was really nice. The fire was massive that they made. And then we had dinner around the fire, so they cooked burgers on the fire, and we had potatoes as well, which was really good. And we went to bed pretty much. It was a really good experience, and kayaking was really fun as well.
When we first got to St Lucia after having the rest of the trip staying in tents, we got to St Lucia, and the first thing we did after getting all our stuff ready, we went on this like crocodile and hippo tour, and we were like on this boat, which was a massive boat, and we were going through like this like Nile type river, which was huge, and then you could see on both sides of like these massive groups of crocodiles and stuff.
Yeah, and the hippos
And
as well.
hippos, yeah.
And the tour guides were quite helpful. They would like tell us different facts about the hippos and the crocodiles, and we saw a few baby hippos as well.
Yeah, they were saying how like the mum would balance the baby on their back because they can't swim.
Yeah,
It was
hippos,
so
hippos
cute.
can't swim in general. They
Yeah.
have to bounce down to the bottom and then push themselves back up, and that's how they move around in the water.
It's too heavy.
It was also nice because the time we got to St Lucia was kind of like sunset time, so we were on this boat and the sunset was really nice as well, while we were seeing the crocodiles and the hippos.
Yeah, I think I would recommend Moulton, as from doing this course I've been able to gain like a multitude of experience in lots of different types of animal industries. You know, during commercial experience you have hands-on experience of what it's like actually working with these animals, and you know, even in the animal unit there's so many different types of animals. There's birds, reptiles, you know, you've got your farm animals, your exotics, you've got so many animals. It's like, you know, a whole zoo that you get to work with hands-on.
Yeah, I would recommend Moulton too. The staff here are really, really nice, and they're really helpful when it comes to doing your assignments and your exams. And they're quite knowledgeable in the animal sector as well, which is really helpful because they can give you different knowledge that you might not get from a textbook because they've had that hands-on experience with the animals before. I would say to someone who'd like to apply for this course at Moulton but not sure, that they should just go for it. It's a really good course and it's got loads of opportunities to work with the animals and go on different trips, and it's just a good course.
Yeah, I'd make sure to do your research before you come in, because obviously you wouldn't want to do something you don't actually want to do. But this course offers so many different opportunities that it's really worth it.